You know what I hate? Another stupid comment. Your Facebook post was about me. Well, this one is. You don't have to question. Social media, in a sense, is a place to vent and talk about shared experiences. We had an experience that was similar to other experiences that I've had with other people. It left me feeling a way. May have inspired a post. Yes, were you tagged in that post? Did I tag you? Dog here. Did I say your name? No. I didn't identify you. You identified yourself. Goes to tell me there is an underlying tone that we need to address, yet neither one of us addressed it. So when I make a Facebook post about the underlying tone that we need to address, because neither one of us are coming to each other to address it, now you want to make it my fault that I went this unorthodox, this other way around, this other way of expressing how I feel. And you want me to admit that the post was about you. When reality is you're so common in your thinking to think that you're the only person to think that way. You're so common in your thinking. Especially when I say I have over 15 years of experience working with people in their homes, working and helping people. This is a common statement that people say. Go check last week's. Make it make sense Mondays. Little plug in right here. If you haven't seen last week's, go watch that so you can understand this one. Sis is mad because she felt like the statement was directed at her, like she was the only one who described that very same scenario. No, that's how delusional your thinking is. It's called domestic violence for a reason. It's a rough and vicious cycle. The victims are so emotionally drained and beaten. It's heartbreaking to watch. But you asked me for my opinion. I didn't give it unsolicited. And when I gave you my opinion, you didn't like it, which was leave the nigga. You stopped talking to me. I'm not gonna change how I feel. You asked for my opinion. And now I make a Facebook post about how common this is. And you want to internalize it. That's on you, boo. That's on you. That's because you know you're doing some bullshit and you want somebody to co-sign it. And I don't co-sign shit. Write your own references. I ain't one of them. But here's what I need to make sense. I'm baffled. I told you the truth, what you didn't want to hear. And you acknowledge that I feel some type of way in my post. Maybe you pick up some feelings that my feelings may have been hurt in the exchange because you stopped talking to me because your niggas started liking me, right? But you're mad because I made an indirect post. I didn't tag you. I didn't say your name. There's nothing that identified you. Why can't I vent about how I feel? That's because you're in an abusive relationship where a man doesn't allow you to feel the way you feel. He doesn't validate your experiences and he doesn't validate your feelings. So therefore, you can't do it for others because if you could, you wouldn't be in that relationship. I don't internalize this behavior. I understand and see that this is the cycle of abuse. But what I want to do is identify it for others. Because sometimes when you tell the truth and say this is not a healthy relationship, they double down on their predator, right? And you actually reinforce the toxic bond. So I understood that could have been a possibility. And I knew that when her man, was giving me pressure to come up in my apartment in the middle of the night And I intentionally didn't say anything to her until she asked me what I thought and if she should leave. And then I said those things. But I knew that the backlash could come with her choosing him, and that's exactly what happened. We have to normalize that this is a part of abuse cycle, right? Everybody's going through this. Everybody's going through this. Like, well, not only say everybody, right? Because that makes it seem like it doesn't stop, or there isn't a space that you can hold with a person where you don't have to experience this kind of intimate abuse. It's common because it is taught to us in front of our parents, and then we go do it because it was modeled for us, which is why we have to leave for the children to break the cycle of abuse when we start displaying it in front of the children. So, but this person got offended at my post that it was too relatable to a conversation that we had, that I did not identify her in, that we had, and somehow I was supposed to not share how the conversation left me feeling. Well, that's how she operates in her relationships. That is not how I govern myself. And it doesn't make sense. Make it make sense. No one knows I'm talking about you. No one. However, so many people can relate because it's common. Let's normalize it so we can get out of those cycles. This is tough love. And baby, I'm a little heavy-handed and you seeming a little tender to the scalp. I don't sugar shit, coat shit, but I'm also not here to come and to be also emotionally and verbally abusive to you either. My intention is not to cause more emotional pain or judgment, really, even though I said it's stupid thinking. I say some of the time the stuff I think is stupid too, because it's okay to say that was stupid. That's okay to say. I didn't say you were stupid. I said what you said was stupid. And that's to anyone who has made the statement, I am staying with this man because of these children. And what the man they're referring to is an abusive, cheating, lying, manipulating, unemployed person. And the reason you're trying to keep him around, as your inner voice says, kick him the fuck out, is because of the kids. I'm not sugarcoating that. I'm not sorry for what I said. It comes out of love and peace. You can decide to stay there, and that's fine. And I respect your decision. In all honesty, we gotta be friends while you stay in that toxic relationship, because I know how to make your toxicity stay in your area. I'm good at that. But you're not going to come ask me for my opinion and I lie to you. We not the same, because I sharpen over here. Best thing for you to do is block me and move on, because you're not going to like what I say all the time. But it's always coming out of love. Always out of love. And what people don't understand is love hurts too. Love hurts too. It doesn't just leave us in this blissful feeling. And I know that I don't have to love you tomorrow to love you today. And I know that the love I give you today does not have to be the same amount. Doesn't have to be the same amount of love that I gave you yesterday or the day before. I can decide to increase or decrease for whatever reasons. I love accordingly, balanced. You don't just get abundance because of some type of relationship or connection that we once had or currently still have. There's not a connection or bond that it allows for infinite love. Not a single one. Not a single one. But as long as you're returning it, then we can forever keep this fire alive. Nor am I going to support any delusional thinking. That's delusional. If I was in psychosis and I'm saying I'm seeing demons here and everywhere, and there isn't any demons in the room that you can see, do you think it makes sense to go, yeah, Charnel's a demon right there. I see that demon. No. That doesn't make sense for you to say that because you don't see it. So how would I know that I'm in psychosis or not? How do I know if my thinking is delusional or not if I don't have someone willing to tell me the truth? Understand what a real friend looks like. Safe doesn't mean comfortable. It means accepted and held accountable.